I'm unlocked. Yeah. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we have a fun install, a very fun mod that's kind of just a bucket list mod. It's totally unnecessary, and it is just something that's going to make the car that much cooler. And let me show you what I got, because it's super sick. And I've already done a video kind of on this, but we were missing one last piece to the puzzle, and that's what I got today. Okay, so here's what we got. Guess what's in there? Doesn't it look familiar? Yeah, anyways, this is a whole new keyless entry kit, and I'll explain why. So keyless entry seems to be in demand, and I believe the answer to that would be because it's super easy to install keyless entry on any E36. Every single E36, to my knowledge, is equipped from the factory, being able to support this module. So they're in high demand. They take no modification to use or to set up, and everything's straightforward, so these sell like hotcakes, hence why I've been buying some. So I have a couple more on the way, but this is one of them. Whenever I find them for a relatively good deal, I buy them, and then I'll flip them for a little bit of money. I don't make a ton, but it's just enough, you know, just enough to be worth my time and effort. But yeah, I part these out and I sell them whole, so if you need keyless entry parts, as in terms of fobs, modules, alarms, all that, let me know. Send me a DM on Instagram right here, and I will get back to you. Like I said, I don't have a ton right now, but this is the first of a few sets that I've ordered. So anyways, it's always a gamble buying this kind of stuff, because I have no idea whether or not this is going to work, but this is the alarm that you need. This is, or the Siren, this is called the Siren. This is what makes that beautiful 90s BMW chirp. I'm gonna clean this up before it goes in the car. I don't know where this mounts in the car. I'll have to do some research, because normally when purchasing these, you're not gonna get one of these. These seemingly are the most expensive, at least to my knowledge of what I've found. So basically, this guy plugs in. Apparently, there's somewhere in the engine bay, it just will have a spot for. And then we should have that 90s BMW chirp that everybody loves so much. All this needs to be cleaned up, but as you can see, we got a fob here. That is an OEM BMW fob. You can see it's got the serial number on the back. I'm sure it works, but fuck, it needs to be cleaned up. All right, in other news, I got this. This is a catless midpipe. It's a Beamer World one. I will show you it, because this is about 25 pounds, and this is about 10 or 15 pounds, so yeah, let me show you. Okay, check this out. This is a Beamer World midpipe. As you can see, this is their race version. There's no cats in here. Bolts right up to the headers, obviously, and apparently this is supposed to fit any manual E36. I'm not 100% sure on fitment. I haven't even mocked it up to my car. Apparently it fits, but it seems a little short to me. Again, I haven't looked. I just feel like this is a very short piece. But anyways, it did not come with gaskets or hardware, so I'll be reaching out to Beamer World for those. I bought it anyways because, you know, a friend was letting it go for cheap, so this thing's hardly been used. It's got one little scrape on it because it was on a stupid low car, so there's no holes or anything, no leaks to my knowledge, but I'm probably still going to test it before I sell it, because if I do end up liking it for whatever reason, obviously I'll keep it. This is like a $500 mid-pipe when you factor in shipping and all that, so it would be cool to run this. I'm not sure that I'm going to, only because I'm not going for noise, and this will definitely make it loud and raspy. It's not bad if you're going for, you know, power or whatever, you really want to open it up. Plus, I don't have to smog my car every year like a lot of people do, so it wouldn't be a big deal, and this is super easy. Just bolts right in, bolts out, whatever. So I may just hold on to it, if anything, but if you guys are interested, please let me know, because otherwise I'm just gonna hold on to it. Maybe try it in the M3. If you want to see it in the M3, let me know. I will put it in, because I already have to take all that shit apart anyways, so it may be worth just testing. I'm sure it's just gonna be way too loud. All right, now one more thing I wanted to talk about real quick was I will hopefully very soon have some kind of marketplace, Instagram page, website, something to list BMW parts, specifically E36 stuff. I won't be parting out cars by the whole or anything just yet, but it is something I kind of want to dive into, dip my toes into, and kind of see if I can do it. I'm slacking on my inventory right now only because I can't drive and I'm not getting paid. I can't go to the junkyard and get the stuff myself. So I'm not buying a whole bunch of stuff right now, mainly because once I pay shipping and all that on it, or I just pay somebody else's price, I end up not making money on stuff anyways. So hopefully in the very near future, I will have some stuff available. As of now, you can DM me on Instagram and just kind of check to see what I have. I got some stuff. I won't show it in this video. If you go on my Instagram, there's a whole for sale highlight and you can look at it, whatever. This isn't me trying to advertise or plug anything. This is just me trying to, I don't know, inform people that I have some stuff for sale. So if you want to buy some E36 stuff at reasonable prices, let me know. All right, bear with me. I'm gonna put the camera on automatic settings. I've not tried the 60 for automatic stuff, so whatever. We gotta find out where this fucking alarm goes. I have no idea, or siren, whatever it's called. I don't know where this is supposed to go. I found nothing online. The only little lead that I got was that it may be by the washer fluid. So we'll see. I also don't have hardware for this, so I'm gonna try and jerry-rig something. But we gotta find out where it goes first. Let's hop in the trusty steed here and not hit the door to the box. Go ahead. Oh yeah, automatic settings, nice. Pop the hood. It's gonna be like 12,000 ISO in the engine bay. Okay, where is it? Apparently he just got that thing. He just pulled under the wiper bottle. I don't know. Please be the right fucking harness, man. I don't want to deal with this. Here we go. I think that's it. I think we located it. I'm pretty 150% sure that's it. Now, if your fingers look like that from playing with your engine bay for a second, you need to clean it. So that's what we will be doing next video, I promise. You know what? I think that is the proper plug. Let's plug it in, see if it works. The photo may not have lied. Yeah, that's it. Look at that. Why wouldn't they just offer this as a standard feature if it's that easy? I don't get it. Whatever, I'm gonna clean this up a little bit, or maybe not, I don't know. It's zip tied together, so I will we'll look into this. I'll get back to you when I mount it. I need to find something to mount it. Apparently it just mounts right here on the core support, so I will do that, and if not, I'll mount it somewhere else with zip ties temporarily. All right, here's what I'm really curious about. I'm really hoping that I don't have to like calibrate this whole thing again, and that if I lock it, it chirps. Oh my fucking god, dude! That's so sick! Fucking A, that is loud. That is so sick. Oh my god. Alright, so now that that works, I just need to mount it in here. I'm so stoked that I have that chirp now. Let me just figure this out. I'll close the hood and we'll do a proper demonstration. Now, if you actually look, the siren is supposed to mount basically right here in that little hole, that hole that's to the left of the emission sticker, and it kind of sits between this core support and the washer fluid bottle. It sits in between it. Unfortunately, I have glass projectors, so I don't think that's gonna work. I'll show you how I think I'm gonna mount it. All right, so as you can see, this is not really gonna work. I think this is actually a different, this is like a OBD1 alarm or something, or siren, because they make, I think there's two of them. There's a super low profile one, and this is not that one. As you can see, the bracket is zip tied in. If I take the zip tie out, I can flip the bracket around and hopefully angle this in there, flip this bracket all the way around, and hopefully mount it something like that. I'm not sure, I will figure it out, but that's kind of my idea going into this. If not, I'll just zip tie it somewhere else and we'll just pray for the best. And I will get to properly mounting this, getting proper hardware and stuff, but that is not for today. All right, so I mounted this up. I used some leftover hardware from the FancyWide diffuser, and I just removed the little clip that is right here. You just remove that, found this hardware, fit right through, put a 10 nut on the back, and then put the bracket kind of sideways like that. It's not hitting anything, there's plenty of clearance. Now I can plug it in, and kind of tuck all this away and close the hood, and it should be good. That is, in fact, the factory location. The only downside to this, I guess, would be you now have some ugly hardware here, but it's fine. It's, you know, it's cooler than this tetanus I was trying to use earlier. I was trying to use this, and this is super AIDS and rust and gross. But anyways, yeah, this is sick. So now that it's all dialed, I'll plug it in. We'll shut the hood, and I will demonstrate how fucking cool this is. All right, so you're walking up to your car, and you're like, I'm gonna unlock. I'm gonna lock. Yeah. One more time, we'll go over here from the front. Now that it's all neatly tucked in. Oh my God. I won't get over this. This is quite possibly just the coolest thing ever. I don't know how else to explain it. I honestly don't know why I find it that cool, but it's so cool. I wasn't born in the 90s, but it's nostalgic. That chirp is legendary. Everybody knows that chirp from the 90s cars, and it's just one of those things that, to me now, with keyless entry, has to be a necessary thing. You have to have that. It's just way too cool not to have. Now, I'm not sure if when you lock or unlock these, the lights are supposed to actuate and kind of like flash. I'm really not sure. I don't think so, but that would be something that I may be looking into in the future, just to make it that much cooler. That would make it like the ultimate cool factor. And what's funny is you go through all this effort on these old cars to you know, add something that really is such a common thing nowadays. Like every single car has it, but for a car from 95, it just makes it cool. My F30's chime is so much different. It's not that cool. I honestly would prefer this 90s chime over that F30 or whatever. F30, E90, they all have that same chirp. So it would be cool to get the same one in the F30. But anyways, I will be looking into making the lights flash and all that. If there's anything else you want to see, or you have any other questions on the keyless entry, I am happy to answer that. And if you have any questions about installing the keyless entry, I've made a whole separate video about that. I will put the card here, and I'll link it down below. So if you are curious, you can go ahead and check that out. I made a pretty comprehensive video, but there are a lot of resources that you can follow online. I'm gonna come clean and admit that I neglected to film the installation of the FancyWide diffuser, and I'll explain why. Okay, so I installed this diffuser and I did not make a video on it. Let me explain why. So this diffuser is really easy to install. It's basically just some screws in the bumper and the diffuser. And the reason I didn't film, 1, it was 4th of July, 2, I was lazy, and 3, it's kind of all subjective to how you want to install it. It's kind of up to you. They provide you with hardware. They do not provide instructions. You kind of just need to reference their website's photos. That's what I did. I got their latest and greatest diffuser, whatever, the V3 LTW. It came in perfect shape all the way from Russia. I have no complaints with them. They are a great company, and I would totally buy from them again. Very smooth process. The only thing, if you do buy from FancyWide, you gotta buy the diffuser in their Russian currency, so just be prepared for that. So anyways, the installation process is stupid easy. You just need to take the bumper off. I did not do that. I made it a lot harder on myself, and I like did some weird, you know, I jacked up the diffuser to the car while the car was up in the air and used jack stands and kind of marked my holes that way, so it didn't come out 100% perfect. Now, if somebody else had made a video on installing it that I could have referenced, and they did, I just didn't watch them, I probably would have done it better, but I didn't even think to take the bumper all the way off. If you take the bumper off the car, it is 100% easier. You can flip the bumper over and just, you know, mark your holes, put the diffuser up to it, and you know, mark your holes, drill the holes, and bolt it all up. And then once it's back on the car, the only hole you need to drill is into the trunk. That one's super easy. Obviously, it's all easy. They provide you with all the hardware, all the washers, and then some, so you cannot mess it up. Again, it's super not hard to put together. You can figure it out. I figured it out. And I had never drilled into anything on my car before. I don't think I've ever used a drill before this. So it's totally easy. You can totally figure it out. Anyways, that's gonna do it for today's video. Be on the lookout for more content. I got my muffler coming from Vivid Racing. Apparently it's being built right now, whatever the fuck that means. They just haven't sent it out. I ordered it like 3 weeks ago. So that's why I'm kind of slacking on content. There's not that much content to be made. But the very next video will be me cleaning this engine bay finally, because it is gross. I've had this car for almost exactly a year, coming up on the 12th of July, and I have yet to clean this engine bay. I've not done any maintenance to this car aside from the serpentine belt and all the belts and pulleys, and I've done an oil change. So just take that with what you will. I've done a couple other little things, but I might make a video on breaking down how reliable this car has been in the past year. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I know it was a lot of talking, like they all are, but yeah, see you in the next one. Peace.